Alright, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Dianite, bringing you guys a brand new YouTube video. We are watching the philosophy of multiplayer from the Infinity Ward devs, so we're going to see what they think about it, and I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions. Please make sure to give yours in the comments below.
We set off to make the best multiplayer arcade shooter we possibly could, and to us that meant modern warfare with unrestricted fluid movement, array of different types of equipment, kills.
Unrestricted fluid movement is a little bit concerning for me since I'm an older man now. I'm not my cracked out 16-year-old self, so I don't know if I can keep up with the youngins, cause when I was 16 was when Advanced Warfare came out, and I was a problem. I could do all the stuff with my thumbs. I could do everything I needed to do to give me a good movement advantage over the older players. But now these slot canceling kids got me in a ringer.
Streaks, guns, deep systems for you to engage with.
If the player wants to do something, they should be able to do it. When they pick up the sticks, we want them to go, oh shit.
When Mark and I took over Infinity Ward and we were talking about what our goal should be,
When I sat down with him, I was like, all right, Jack, so what do you want out of this?
we were both very passionate about the fact that it should be about making the best game possible.
I told him, I said, look, if you and I are doing this, you and I need to be on par with everything that we do.
Mark and I very quickly settled on the fact that it shouldn't be about our egos. It should be about make the best modern warfare the world has ever seen.
The game itself is fun as hell.
Like the best modern warfare the world has ever seen. I want to see that. And speaking of this guy's shirt, I also want a Call of Duty Ghost 2.
I love playing the game. And one of the things that we've pushed since the beginning is if you're making the game, you need to play the game. But Fridays now is the play day, the play test day. There ain't nothing else.
I need help. Oh.
I like that too. Of Friday is like, hey, we're doing all the work all week to make the game the best it can be. To me, it feels like, especially in older Call of Duties, it felt like the devs didn't really play it because it seemed like they weren't in touch with the player base. And I feel like that's where a lot of the inconsistencies come from, as if like they didn't know this gun was so OP because they never played it, or they didn't know this movement was an issue because they didn't play it, or like the original Modern Warfare, not the old one, but the first one and the new one they did a couple years ago. Like they didn't have a problem with all the doors and the windows, and it felt like they didn't play it.
They're pushing me. Oh my god. Full charge. Oh, nice. The house is ours. This is our house now.
Oh, fuck. God.
Oh, no. That's a big one.
Jake,
there's a lot of money right in there. We cannot lose the lead. Gee, dude. I got 1v1. There we go. Well done.
How was the playtest the other day with the cross-studio playtest?
Movement, definitely you saw a big improvement. People were feeling like they felt more unrestricted, still felt like it fit Modern Warfare.
It was cool to see people sliding over the cars that we have. Like, it was rad to see people use our new movement tech and, like, you know, mantle in the slide, get on top of cars, or even use the new pipe climbing.
What I love is just how natural it feels. It's not.
The pipe climbing is going to be very interesting because that's going to give people a lot of opportunities to make some great plays, especially on the competitive side that I personally am a huge fan of.
Like, the movement options are difficult to wrap your head around. You just pick up the controller and you can feel it instantly.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think it's gonna.
I'm interested to see if it feels clunky because most Infinity Ward games, at the beginning, they feel a little clunky to me. Like, it seems Treyarch has really nailed the fluidity of it, and it seems like Infinity Ward, like, at the beginning it feels clunky, but then you kind of grow into it.
Feel natural to a casual player, and there's enough space where you can, like, optimize and really
And master the movement, yeah. We got kind of dinged on Modern Warfare 2 with our movement, where we took some things away, some freedom. People like, oh man, I can't do this. This doesn't feel good. The movement's terrible. So for this project, we were like, we need to make some adjustments.
We set off to make unrestricted movement at the beginning of this game. Then the ideas that started coming out of people, like mantling into slide, the slide into supine, like all these kinds of ideas are like, that's awesome. Let's put that in the game. And so
I feel like that's gonna be a big deal of how to outplay people is if you're getting shot, you slide into a car mantle and it's gonna throw them off, I feel like.
I love all that stuff because the game just feels fluid, it feels dynamic, it feels like everything I want to do, the game responds. Like all the ideas from the team around movement, how to make it feel that way, are fantastic.
Nice. He's behind the truck, yeah. Oh, nice. Do it. Oh, nice. Last one and two. This Mike, you got it? You see two. Oh my God, yes! Sorry, Joe. Yeah. Again. Down mid. It's an incredible experience, right, to be with a team that has, you know, shipped so many titles, and that's great learning tools for me as a designer to have this, you know, by proxy experience working with you guys and other people at the studio to say, you know, here's how to be a better designer, and here's how, you know, to really elevate your feature to the next level.
We might have some experience, but
we know how we failed.
We have
Right.
to.
Yes. Right.
Yeah,
we have to make sure that we're not just saying like, we know what they're, you know, this is, make the assumptions.
Yeah.
You know, it's good with new people and new perspectives that can say.
See, I like the fact that they bring out a bunch of content creators and stuff, but I also think that they would heavily improve in the playtesting area is if they did random raffles for a bunch of people and then got them to play it. I'm not meaning like, you know, you fly a bunch of people out, but more as like a bunch of people win a raffle and then they play it and then they give a detailed review after they play it. I think that would be good for them to get a more input of a casual player, because most streamers / content creators, they aren't going to be casual players. They're going to be more of the competitive, like, try-hard players that we're used to seeing mostly.
Hey, well, you know, this might be better, and it's a back and forth. Any maps jumping out to people?
Like Transit, I think it's your new masterpiece.
Transit is
fire.
Yeah.
What about K-Block?
Kill block.
Kill block. That is a crazy map. Kill block has kind of been an idea in my head for a long time. I've made a ton of maps. So then you're eventually like, what's the next level? Like, how can you keep coming up with layouts? How can you keep coming up with maps? And it was like, shit, before we just make one that just is living and it keeps changing. Every time you play, it just changes.
And what kill block?
Every time you play it, it changes. That's very interesting, because that's not really catered toward the casual or the competitive players, I don't think.
Does is this?
It seems like it's just like a cool thing of, but that's the replayability of games. That's why people replay extraction shooters so much and battle royales, is because each game is different because of the randomness of it. Because if you land at the same spot every time, you're not going to get the same weapon every time. There's a random number generator. So I would guess that is the that's the selling point for it in my head.
These 3 slabs, they're all built to kind of nest with any other 3 like slabs, and we're able to randomize that at runtime when you're playing the game. When you play a multiplayer game for a while, like, you have this sense of discovery each time you play a new map, but that kind of quickly fades, right? You've played that map maybe 5, 10 times. You're like, I get it. I know all the places.
That's
that
true.
Never fades with kill block.
So each of these are an individual slab. Some of them prototypes and some of them real. And so each of these is technically the size of some of our 2v2 maps, but when you get the 3 of them, it equals the size of Shoot House. We put out
That makes
a map
sense.
called Shoot House, and it was that size. With these slabs and with the combination
That's a very
system
interesting
that we have,
technique. I like that.
that is 100. We have the content to do upwards of 900. tech-wise, we're trying to get to 500. So
Kill block is one of the things I'm like, as a player myself, I'm like, dude, I can see myself spending like hundreds and hundreds of hours in this.
I like that UI.
If I could best describe Steve's playstyle, though, it's he'd land 2 shots and he'd be like, "Run away, just win on time."
Yeah.
We're
It's
mown
I got
down.
it. I'm coming your way soon.
Oh, look who it is.
oh,
Hey, Steve.
My play style is just winning.
yeah,
Winning.
winning.
Take note.
We just covered that.
We just established
covered
that that's not it.
Keyword win. I'll see you at the playtest, guys.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
Charge! I go. Use the smoke. Kill it!
Oh my God, dude.
Bam. One.
Dude, he came up from
Two.
behind me. What the hell?
Another one.
What? I fought like hell, you guys.
That's how we do it.
Oh my God.
Okay. I flashed. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it. Oh my God, not like this.
Yeah, that's it.
Bam.
What happened?
That's 490K.
Everybody, I think we learned something. All right? Griggs, we've learned something today. Yes? Jackie, Jack? That's 6-0.
6-0. It's
You know,
crazy.
we as a design team take a lot of feedback from everybody here at Infinity Ward, and it's like, you know, we touch everything like, you know, weapon feel and movement and stuff like that. So something that I really like too is like how playtest forward our studio is, right? Like we have this culture where every day we're playing our game and every day we're getting feedback and anyone can give feedback.
There's 2 types of players that I want to win. I want the like cracked player, but also like the smart player who's like thinking about how they're going to approach certain situations
I like
and
that.
being creative and catching people off guard. And I think if you have both of those people cooking, like you're in for a great game. I feel like this game is like a homecoming for me. And I feel like for players, I want, you know, people that haven't been playing COD for a while and people that have been playing COD every year. Like I want all those people to come home.
Both Jack and I have been in the trenches, and we understand what it's going to take. And we are trying our best to push our team to make sure that they all are equipped with the strength, the knowledge, the support to be successful.
I like that. I like the From the Ward episodes. I think this is very good. I do not want to watch Slasher's video, respectfully.
The best.
But yes, I am very interested about these From the Ward episodes. Obviously, I'm not going to watch all of them, but I am very intrigued in this, and I'm very intrigued for the Call of Duty. I'm very intrigued for the beta whenever the beta comes. Very intrigued for all of that, and I'm very intrigued for more of these episodes to come. I want more of these episodes to come during the year while the game's actually out, so they can tell us what they're thinking. Because I think a lot of it for most players is that they don't really have a tap into the developers. They don't understand what they're thinking. So because they don't understand what they're thinking, they can't really understand the decisions that they choose to make. And I think something like this would very much help. But please let me know what you guys think in the description or in the comments below. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.